Today, I am pleased to announce that the Government of Canada is launching its first phase of the inquiry into murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls. As a first step, we will meet with the families in the National Capital Region with the goal of hearing their views on the design of the inquiry and what it needs to achieve. And over the next 2 months, we will hear from more families, other Indigenous peoples, national Aboriginal organizations, and a range of frontline services workers and others. And beginning this week, we will seek their input on the design of the inquiry and on what needs to be achieved. We will listen clearly to their voices. No inquiry, as we know, can undo what happened, nor can it restore what we have lost. But it can help us find ways forward, because we know, as a country, we can and must do better.
Addressing and preventing violence against Indigenous women and girls is a priority for the government, and today's announcement represents a call to galvanizing action. It's a call to acknowledge that this is an issue for all Canadians, one that touches us all, no matter what our socioeconomic status, our gender, our culture, or our religion. And it's an issue that all Canadians need to stand up for. It's a call to replace the rhetoric with effective and comprehensive solutions. And it's a call to ensure that we're doing all we can to prevent future injustices. I look forward to a meaningful and productive dialogue that helps us to move past this dark chapter and end this tragedy. We will listen, and we will give a voice to those who have been silenced.
Over the coming weeks, our aim is to hear from as many people as possible. As my colleague, the Minister of Justice, noted, we are now entering the first phase of the inquiry process, which we call a design phase. This phase is about setting the tone for a collaborative, inclusive process. All of what we will hear will help us determine the objectives, the scope, and the parameters of the inquiry. It will also help identify potential terms of reference for the inquiry, outline the possible activities and participants, and potentially help identify the commissioners. We want to know how the families will remain involved and the role that ceremonies can and should play as we go forward.